Hey guys, what's going on? Thought I'd do a quick update video on this morning's trade using Algo Pro. If you're not an Algo Pro user yet, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can just go there, click on that, and it'll take you to the best possible price. It's a one-time fee, which is awesome. That's why I prefer it to the other systems like Lux Algo, which I also have and use, but I prefer Algo Pro because it actually works out orders of magnitude cheaper, and the signals are probably a bit more reliable. I'd say there's less false signals than Lux Algo, so I've been pretty impressed with it so far. So today, thought I'd talk a little bit about the trade that I did this morning. So the what I've been trying to do recently is actually not trade as much. So I call it crackhead day trading, and if you do it, you know what I mean. It's where you just start trading everything and anything, and you spend all your time trading all day, and it turns into a full-time job. And at the end of the day, you're exhausted mentally. If you, at least I am. I think a lot of people are. So what I said to myself is like with Algo Pro, what I'll do is just try and take like one trade a day or maybe one every few days, just to kind of try and like show you guys like what I'm doing with it, my thought processes. I've been trading for about a decade now, but I'm by no means an expert day trade, crackhead. I've had a lot of different styles of trading over the last few years. So anyway, Algo Pro is basically this morning, so if you see on the left here, we had a buy signal. I'll try and move this up. This little bit buy signal from Algo Pro right here. And it basically said, hey, around this morning, we're going to jump up all the way up. It's a buy on the 5-minute chart. If you search the 3-minute chart, it looks a little different. I took a snapshot, so I'll try and use this to zoom in. So it looks a little different. So this was this morning. So this morning, because it being Monday morning, we had this buy signal on the 3-minute right here. So as soon as it showed up, the candle started to go. Normally what I try and do is I wait for the candle to close, but I actually jumped in really quickly. And I guess that's probably was mistake number one. Mistake number one is it's probably best to wait for the candle to close because it could be a false signal, right? It could potentially just be, just back off. Now, you do risk losing some gains perhaps, but you won't get this entry level tag until this candle is closed. So I actually got in a bit early on this, so that's definitely a mistake. The other mistake that I made on this trade, and by the way, it was a great trade. I'll show you show you exactly how much I made on it. It was fantastic. But the other mistake that I made here was that I jumped in right at the open. So the problem with jumping in with volatile options right at the open is you often get a volatility decrease quite quickly, which causes your contract premium to go down anyway. So even if the direction's correct, you might end up not making any money or even losing money, which is something I've tried to avoid in the past. The other possibility is it goes ripping up really fast and you make a lot of money really, really quickly. So it's definitely an acquired taste. It's not actually one of my favorite styles. I guess this morning I just was in the mood for some volatility and some fun. So you can see on the 3-minute chart here that I took the screenshot of at the time where the profits take profits and the entry and the stop loss was now. A couple of points here is I tightened these all up because I knew it was going to be a volatile, crazy trade. I didn't want these spaced out a lot, and you can do that quite simply in here. So target profit, stop loss multiplier, you can space them out more or less with this number. So I set mine down to like 1 for this one because I knew that I didn't want to be trying to hold this crazy morning gap for very long because you just never know if it's going to fade. It's just all guesswork. So what I thought I'd do is I'd try, and usually what happens is even if these signals fail, they'll move in the right direction for a few candles, right? Go through and look for yourself. Even when these fail, they'll move in the right direction for a few candles. So what I did is I jumped in with highly volatile contracts. I took 0 DTE, so same day expiration contracts, these ones, so the 414 calls, jumped in right here and went in fairly heavy, and boom, within like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, we jumped from 127 as the entry price to 209, giving a $1,640 profit just from here to right to here. Now, a couple of reasons I exited was, one, that's a huge profit gain for me, 65% on volatile contracts right at the market open like this. really, that's really good. That's a good day for me. So we were nearly at the profit line, but I was also listening to another service by Jeff Williams, this market navigator, and he talks about SPY levels, and he does like a commentary. It's really good. I'll leave a link, you can check it out. He talks about, I was listening to him with my headphones about how basically the market was probably going to reject at 415, and was starting to look like that's what was going to happen, and kind of did. So it started to look like it was rejecting at 415 right here, and it did. It turned back down. So of course all those things combined, take that profit and run. So it's just one way that you can make profit with these things fast. It's heart racing at times, right? It's quite heart racing. So basically the thing is taking this profit, and then we had the sell signal. The same thing, you could have done the same thing with the sell signal. It's about a similar size move, right? Same up, same down. So people might say, well, this was not really a trade. Well, it was. It's just you have to be able to, adapt sometimes. Sometimes the signals are perfect, like this buy signal just goes up all day. But sometimes they don't move as much, so you have to learn to kind of use other factors, like other parts of judgment for that. Now, I don't do these types of trades very often because today was a big winner. But tomorrow could be a huge loser. It could have easily just plummeted. I could have held on, ignored my stops, and lost a ton of money. So these are like spicy fun trades for me that I do very rarely. But it just shows what you can kind of do with Algo Pro. If you think about like just the dynamics of it a little bit. I wish I'd done it on the sell side as well. Actually, I was trying to. I couldn't quite get in. Something happened. I wasn't able to get in and get this little move down. Remember, these are not those small moves. These are 5-minute candles. So you're talking 20-minute trade here and a 20-minute trade here. So they're not that short-lived moves. They just appear on this time scale. Anyway. Check out Market Navigator. I'll leave a link in the description. Jeff really did help me decide to get out when SPY hit 415, so I'm very grateful for that. He does his own daily SPY trades. I think he was doing calls today as well. But he also commentates, and I think the commentary, if you're a SPY trader, is really, really helpful because he's been doing it for 20 years. And he constantly runs a live chat room on live stream voice and video, so you can listen to him during doing all this other stuff. The last thing I wanted to say today was I talked about crackhead day trading. It really is not what I'm into at the moment. I feel like selling options for premium is the way to go these days. I'm doing a couple of things this week which involve that, but I wanted to bring to your attention, and I'll leave a link in the description below. There's a 7-day trial to try out this much more relaxed form of trading, which is selling options for premium. And that's with Lance at Theta Traders. There's a 7-day trial on the quarterly. There's a video about what you get with the different plans, and it's one of the most relaxed ways you'll find to trade. So definitely check that out as well. And with that, I need to go and tend to my screaming newborn baby, which hopefully you can't hear on the mic, but it's driving me crazy at the moment. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on Algo Pro and lots of other content about the different trading styles that I'm involved in as well. So hopefully you guys had a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.